Thank you guys for having me. My name is Matthew Morrow. I have MorrowInvest.com. So there's two big kinds of income: earned income and passive income. You have common sense, and I would tell you, if you have common sense, you are willing to work like a dog, because owning your own business is hard work. Again, this is not a political statement. This is just about money, right? That's the game we're about to play, right? That's the goal, right? We're going to work really, really hard like an ant so that one day we can not work. That's the goal, is retirement, right? Okay, you're never going to get to retirement saving money. If you're in your savings account right now, you're making 1/4%. You cannot get there at 1/4%. If I ask you what is your biggest expense, most people will say, we'll do what survey says. Mortgage. Survey says, what's number 2? Car payments, right? That's what everybody says. Mortgage and car payments. Your biggest expense right off the bat is taxes. Before you ever, anybody working already? You get a paycheck, you get a stub? That's all. Before you ever, when you get your check, you look, and they've already taken taxes so conveniently out, haven't they? Man, that's nice of them, right? If I had a board I could write on, I would write, the IRS always gets theirs, right? Okay, so the biggest thing you're going to do right off the bat is pay taxes. Well, if you own your own business, what you do is you get to use your entire dollar, and then you tell the government what is left. You can look in any book and they'll tell you. Has anybody read The Millionaire Next Door? Anybody read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Anybody read Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal, or We Want You to Be a Millionaire? Dave Ramsey, anybody? Dave Ramsey, real estate. Donald Trump, real estate. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, real estate. I'm seeing a theme here. McDonald's, real estate. McDonald's is a real estate company that happens to sell hamburgers. They have some of the most prime real estate anywhere in the world. How many of y'all get excited, because a lot of us do, get excited about our tax returns, right? Man, we are waiting for March, right, so we can get that tax return back. You already know I'm setting you up for something, so you won't say anything. Why would you ever want a tax return? Ever. Ever. What you tell me when you say, oh man, I got $6,000 back from the IRS this year, what you just told me is that you gave $6,000, you overpaid in taxes, $6,000 to the government for a year with no interest. They'll give it back to you, but you got no interest on that money, none. I would tell you that I'm successful, and by a lot of different standards, I'm successful. I don't want that at all to sound arrogant. Let me put it in perspective for you. If you make more than $5,000 a year, $5,000 over there, there's kids that get allowance in some of the neighborhoods that make more than $5,000 a year. $5,000 a year, you are in the top 5% income producers in the world. If you're in America, you're rich, basically. Okay? If you just look at one of those you can Google this, you can look at a world income distribution map of the world, and we are going to be highlighted as very wealthy. Okay? We have multiple houses, multiple cars, boat, beach house, lake house, condo. How much advertising does the Red Cross do? That costs money. They have those buildings and those super nice vans and the Bloodmobile and all that, that costs money. So just people get messed up in their head because they think, oh, nonprofit, that means they don't make a profit. That is not true. Nonprofit just is the way they are taxed by the federal government. That's all that means. Most people are trying to get that high income. I'm telling you, if you go out, knock it out of the park, and make that 6 figures that everybody, oh man, I can't wait to make 6 figures. Without moving the decimal, I'm going to make 6 figures. You're going to be in the highest tax bracket. Okay? A lot of people ask me about flipping because I do real estate, right? I do rentals. I do rentals. I do rentals. They want to do flips. Why? Because they've been watching too much HGTV, right? Flip This House, Property Brothers. Man, have you seen how good looking those 2 guys are? Man, if I was that good looking, I wouldn't have to, I'd be on a TV show too. You know, $42,000. That's $42,000 off of a $2,400 investment. How's that taxed? Passively. It's rental income. So just think, passive income is taxed half as much as earned income. Why is that? I'm talking to you about making money. So I'm thinking about, I don't know what I want to do. I would encourage you to think about owning your own business, okay? Not everybody can own their own business. It's a lot of work. And you got to do a lot of different things, right? It does take a skill set to own your own business. Because say somebody name a talent that you got. What's something, a passion that you would say, I'm good at that thing? Anybody? Cooking? Okay, good. So I've had people come to me and they're saying, I have had multiple people tell me that I make the best po' boy sandwich that there is. I need to start a restaurant. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, just hold on. I'm not denying that you might be the best po' boy specialist this side of Louisiana. But are you good at business? Okay? Have you thought about what type of paper plates you're going to have? Are you going to have real silverware or not silverware? Are you going to have tables, chairs? What about liability insurance? What about workman's comp? You're going to have employees? You're going to have a 401k, a 403b? You're going to have mutual funds? You're going to do matching? What kind of insurance are you going to have? Are you going to be licensed through the city? Are you going to be licensed through the county? What type of structure do you need to set your business up as? An LLC, an LLP? What are you going to set your business up as? How much money? What's your goal? What's your goal? What's your goal? Oh, no, make some money. I want to make some money. How much money do you want to make? As much as I can make, right? That is not a goal. That's not a goal. If you go into your interviews, when you go for your job, your job, don't say, I want to make as much as I can. It's a terrible response. When you work for yourself, you do take all the risk, but you get to be your own boss. And when you succeed, you succeed. And what do they do at the end of the book? In our next book, and they'll have 12 other books listed in little bitty black and white print on the last 3 pages, right? Oh man, if you really want to know the answers, you got to buy this book. And so you'll buy this book, and they'll be like, they'll tell you all this junk. They'll be like, oh man, you can buy a house. You'll buy a house on flipping houses. And they'll say, and you're like, oh man, that does sound great. How do I do it? And they're like, here's another example. This house we bought for $40,000. We put $20,000 in it. We sold it for $100,000. We made $40,000. I'm like, oh man, I'm so excited about real estate. How do I do it? Well, if you'll buy our next book, 7 books later, I still didn't know how to do it. Right? They were selling me books. Right? Nothing wrong with that, but the guys selling the books, they set up passive income streams. Every time I bought a book, that person got paid. Now guess what I do? I set up passive income streams. I have my book. I have my website that I'll give you all my card for. I have real estate software. I have small business software if any of y'all are interested in getting in your own business. I have rental properties every month. Let me tell you about getting fired. Today we're sorry to announce this half of the room is fired. That doesn't, you hear that in class. I'm sure teachers have said that kind of thing. Yes. What about if somebody doesn't like you? Can you just get fired if somebody just doesn't like you? Yes. I'm very, very blessed, and I'm very well aware it could all be gone tomorrow. And my happiness, just so you know, my happiness nor my success is based on a dollar amount. If I lost everything tomorrow, I'm a happy person. I have my health, I have my family, I have my faith. I'm good. Money's not going to make you happy. If your goal, in fact, is I'm going to be rich and seeking a certain dollar amount, you'll never have enough. You'll never have enough. You have to learn to choose to be happy.